Hello all, welcome back to TechTrapture. So in our playlist Learn Airflow, now we are going to see how to schedule a DAG. So in our previous videos, we already seen how to deploy Airflow on your local Windows system using the Docker. We already discussed about how to create your first DAG. We already discussed about what is DAG, what is task dependencies, and we just had a quick overview as well how to schedule a DAG. But in this video we are going to deep dive into a DAG scheduling, and we will see multiple ways how we can schedule a DAG, how we can schedule a multiple frequencies, how we can put the custom frequencies, and how we can check the DAG schedule in Airflow. Okay, so just stay tuned and just watch this video till the end of this video and you will be clear about a DAG scheduling. Let's deep dive into Airflow DAG scheduling now. So first we will see how DAG scheduling works in Airflow. Okay, so whenever we create any DAG, so whenever Airflow components are running like Airflow scheduler, web server, triggerer, so Airflow scheduler monitor the DAGs and tasks. So it will trigger the task when the schedule time is there and all dependencies are met, and it will continuously keep watching the DAGs folder and evaluate the schedules every minute. Let's say in this minute or in upcoming time there is new DAGs matching the schedule, then it will create the DAG instance. But how we can define the frequency of the DAG, or how we can define when the DAG should be running? Okay, so that we can define using the parameter schedule underscore interval. So what we can define in schedule interval, either we can put as a cron expression or we can use the preset. So what is this preset? So you can see on my screen we can use these multiple presets. So if we use preset as a none, it means this DAG is not scheduled. You can trigger this DAG manually, then you can hit once, so it will schedule only once. Then you can schedule as a hourly, so it means it runs once in every hour, beginning of the hour, like starting from the 12 midnight. Then you can schedule with the preset @daily, it means it runs once in a day, that is midnight. Then you can schedule as a weekly with this weekly preset. You can schedule it monthly with monthly preset, or you can have a yearly. Now these are the preset, but let's say suppose you want to run at a customized timing. Let's say you don't want to run daily at 12 a.m. you want to run daily at 5 p.m. you want to run at, let's say, 9 a.m. So any of this custom schedule you can put using the cron expression. Okay, so these things I will now jump into my VS Code and I will show you some sample DAG with some different frequencies, different schedules. Okay, so you will understand how we can put the DAG schedule, how we can schedule our DAG based on our requirements. So let's jump into the VS Code now. Now you can see on my screen I am having one daily DAG where I have defined a schedule interval using a preset @daily. So my DAG name is hello world daily DAG. Then I am having one hourly DAG. So here I have put the schedule interval as hourly, and you can see the DAG name is hourly test DAG. So same I can show you in UI. So here you can see I have around 7 to 8 DAGs, and frequency you can see this is the daily DAG, this is hourly, this is none. So it means for this DAG I haven't scheduled any frequency. If I show you this a code for this DAG, which is the manual DAG. Okay, so here you can see I haven't put any frequency. So this is schedule interval none. It means I have to trigger this DAG manually every time. So if I go to this DAG, okay, so if I go to this DAG, not this one, this is manual DAG. So let me just enable this DAG. So I just earlier it was just paused, I just unpaused, and here you can see the frequency is none, schedule is none, so it will not automatically execute. We have to manually trigger it. Okay, so I'll just manually trigger this and then it will be completed. Now you can see the 3 tasks are running, 3 tasks are completed here and 2 tasks are still pending to execute. We will see other DAGs as well where we have put some custom timing, custom schedule. So we put some daily DAGs, we put some hourly DAG, we put some weekly DAG, and we'll try to see all other examples where we can schedule DAG with our customized frequency based on our own requirements. So let me just go back to the DAGs and we'll discuss about one more DAG here. So let's talk about this EOD data pipeline DAG. So I don't want to put just daily here, because daily will execute only at 12 midnight, but this DAG will execute 6 p.m. every day. So whenever we have such custom frequencies, we have to schedule on particular time, then we will put a cron expression. Let's talk about one more example. So let's talk this monthly DAG. Okay, so I don't want to run DAG monthly on a 1st of day. I want to run it on 5th of every month. So I put the cron expression here with the cron frequency, the 5th of every month. So now it will execute 5th of every month, and we don't need to put something the preset like monthly. Now if I go to UI here, so you will see the multiple DAGs are here. So first is, let's say you can see the 6 p.m. Every day, then there is one daily which execute 12, then one is hourly basis, then there is one none means manual DAG, then there is DAG which execute 5th of every month, then there is DAG which is weekly which executes only on Sundays. So these are a preset we used, and also the cron expression we have used. Okay, so using this cron expression and preset, we can schedule our DAG based on our frequencies. So now let's talk about one more important concept here, that is the catchup and a backfill. What is backfill and catchup? So backfill means, let's take an example. Today's date is 15th of July, and I have put the start date for my DAG is 1st of July. So what backfill will do? Backfill will just backfill the DAG instances. It will just execute the DAG for each of the dates starting from start date till today's date. So let's say I have put the start date at the 1st of July. Today's date is 15th of July. So my DAG will execute for all the 14 days which is it missed the execution. Okay. Now we'll see example of this backfill and catchup also. So what I will do, I will go to a VS Code, and I will show you one example of a backfill and catchup, and how we can create a DAG with this backfilling, and how we can use this catchup parameter, so we can run execute a DAG for the missed run or the previous run. So I will go to a VS Code, and I will create one more file here called dag underscore backfill.py, and here I have some code available, so I'll just paste it here. So this is just two parameters are different. Here you can see I have put the start date here, so I will just change it to the, so it's already 1st of July. The timing I will change. So what is the timing in CT now? So it is 8:47 UTC. So I want to run, let's up after 5 minutes. So I will just make some time like 8:52. Okay, so I'll just make it as a 8:52 UTC. So instead of 6:45, I'll just make it as a 8:52 in my cron expression. So currently it is in below also in cron expression. So this is my start date. Okay, so I am just putting the custom time also in the start date. So from 1st of July 8:52 it will start executing, and every day it should execute at 8:52, because I just don't want to wait for longer time. So I have just given the time after 5 minutes, so it will start executing. And here you can see, once I put the scheduled interval 8:52, one more parameter I have passed here as a catchup is equal to true. So it means my DAG will start executing from 1st of July, and it will execute for 14 days. I will change it to 14 here. So it will execute for last 14 days. It will keep backfilling because catchup is equal to true until the today's date is 15. So it will execute for last 14 days. Okay, and it will backfill. So let's store this DAG, and it will picked up by scheduler very soon. So just check the scheduler log here, DAG processor log, and in DAG processor log you will see how many DAGs and which DAGs currently it's picked up. So you will see the DAG list here which are available on UI or which is processed by the scheduler. So I'll just scroll down. So currently our DAG backfill DAG is not yet picked, so we will wait for some time, and once our DAG is picked up it will be available on UI. Okay, now we can see the DAG backfill is available. It processed by the DAG processor, and it should be now available on Airflow UI as well. So let's see here, currently 7 DAGs are here. I will just refresh the page, and soon there will be 8 DAGs would be available, including our DAG, which is the DAG underscore backfill, and which is having the catchup is equal to true parameter pass. So it will execute for last of 14 days here. Okay, so the DAG is available now. Let's open this DAG, and I just enable the DAG. So after some times it should start executing for last 14 days. So it will create the 14 task instances of this DAG considering the 1st July, then 2nd July until the 15th of July. So let me just open this DAG and we'll see if there is any DAG execution started. And you can see here it started executing for the 1st of July, and the 2nd July is also in running state. So how we can check that? So if we go to the DAG and just put our mouse here, you can see it is currently running for 2nd of July. And if I show you here as well, you can see the run ID. So it is running for 1st of July. For the second, you can see it is running for the 2nd of July. So similarly it will just run for all the 14 execution till the today's date, and then we'll see all the executions here in the UI. Now you can see all the 14 runs are completed, and if I show you here, so all, let's say we'll check for the logs here for each of these execution, and you will clearly see the date in the logs, like for which date it is running. So you can see first it is running for 1st of July. I'll just pick any one middle. So I will check the logs. It is running for 5th of July. I'll check this one. This is running for 12th of July. So it completed for last 14 days, because what we put in the code is catchup is equal to true and start date is 1st of July. So hope you understood now what is the backfill and catchup and how we can schedule our DAG. So these three parameters are very important. One is start date, then schedule interval when you want to execute your DAG, and if you need backfilling and catchup, then you have to put it as a tree. So that's it for this video, and we'll see you again in a next video.